Our wedding day, the birth of my children, buying our first house and driving a Tesla for the first time. These are very special moments that I'll never forget. So in my usual over-enthusiastic manner, I thought it'd be nice to capture people's raw experience after their first test drive of the new Tesla Model Y. Let's see what they think. I'm here with Sophie. You've just had your first little test drive of a Tesla. Is that right, the first time you've been in one?
That is the first time I've driven one, yes.
Okay.
I've been a passenger in one, but never driven one.
I don't suppose you get to go too fast in this track?
No, not around here. If it was back home where I live in the country, I could have gone a lot faster, but even like just tapping your foot on the accelerator, that was probably enough.
Yeah. What stood out for you as soon as you got in and pulled away?
It's the smoothness is like of pulling away, because like normally sometimes it can be a bit like juddery in like cars, but it was just a nice smooth, but nice and soft, quick, very like sensitive on the old accelerator, but it was really good.
So what are you driving at the moment?
So I've got a Ford Puma ST, so I'm used to a nice quick car.
Are you going to try anything else today or just the Tesla?
Quite liking the Ioniq, so I might have a look at one of those, or even like the Renault 5 looks quite good. I definitely want to try one of those. The job I do, I actually work in like with charging like infrastructure, so I do like the whole like fast charging, nice and quick. So yeah, I do like Teslas, especially for like long range as well. I'd definitely look at potentially a long range Tesla personally.
Hey, ladies and gents, I'm here with Kosure. You've just had a test drive in a Model Y. Is that the first time you've driven a Tesla?
Yes, it is.
And what were your thoughts?
I loved it. It was really good.
Have you driven an electric car before?
I haven't, no.
So totally new experience then.
It
so
is, yes.
How did you get on? Was it easy to operate?
Easy to operate, easy to drive. Love the noise suppression. I've always liked Tesla. I do own some shares, to be honest, but yeah, hopefully saving up to buy one soon.
Moving from a traditional car to a touchscreen can be a bit daunting for some people. Is that not faze you?
Not really. It just takes a while getting used to, but yeah, I'm sure it'll be fine.
Anything to overcome then if you were to go electric? Things like charging at home?
Yeah, well, that's one of the reasons I'm here, to have a look and see what I need to do in terms of getting a charge port installed and solar and batteries and all that.
So you're going to go full in
Yep.
if you're going to do it properly. Absolutely. Yeah, well that's the obviously the best way to do it is living the dream. If you can get solar and battery and an electric car, it's a full-on solution to creating your own energy at home. It's like having a petrol pump installed.
Yes, and apparently it increases the value of your house as well. So yeah.
Yeah, so I guess it would do. Yeah, nice. Stephen, I know you from the Tesla Owners Club already, but you've got a P100D at the moment, Model S, and you've just test driven the new Model Y.
Model Y.
What do you think?
I didn't know I was driving. It was so quiet. It was so easy to drive. It's so comfortable. I mean, I've got a suspension on the S, but this was probably better than that.
Yeah,
on these
that's
roads.
what I thought. Surprising, isn't it?
Yeah.
But would you actually consider swapping your
No, I
Model
wouldn't
S for
swap it. No, but I would get this in addition.
Right,
Because,
yeah.
I mean, first of all, I've got to get my wife out of her car. She is on electric, but I want to switch out of that.
What does she drive at the moment?
She's driving a Zoe, which is she loves it. I mean, it's good. It does what it wants to do, but it's not a Tesla.
It's quite a size difference, though, going from a Zoe to
that's
a Model Y.
Yeah, and that's a question of that, or whether go for a 3. It might, but the advantage of the Y is it's a hatchback.
Good luck with your persuasion skills there.
Yeah.
All right, nice to meet you, Peter. You've just had a test drive in a Model Y. Is that your first experience in a Tesla?
Yes, yeah. We've got electric cars before, but that's the first Tesla I've driven.
Yeah, okay. And your name, young man?
Oliver.
All right, Oliver. What did you think of being in the back?
Very comfortable, and I like that there was a screen in the back. So
Did you have a good play with the games while you're going along? Yeah.
I wasn't focusing on anything else, just the games.
Yeah, forget the world outside. Screen. That's fine. It's a good, nice place to be in the back, though, isn't it? Now those seats are comfy. They also recline electronically. Did you know?
There's a lot of leg room as well.
Yeah. As for the sort of handling and dynamics, I know it's a bit of a small test track around here.
Yeah,
but
really nice, really smooth, really responsive when you want to get away. Well, I think you find that with electric cars in general, but yeah, it was really, really nice. And you didn't feel that you're in a car that's quite so big and tall. It did feel much like a hatchback.
Did you get on with the screen okay, the infotainment?
That was a little bit fiddly, I have to say, to getting the head around that, but I think that's like with anything, with time you'd get used to it, wouldn't you? But yeah, my car's, I've got an ID3, it's a little bit different to that. It's not quite all through the screen, but yeah. No, it was good.
It's a bit like just getting used to a phone.
Yes.
Once you sort of know everything is, it just takes care of itself.
Yeah.
But a lot of people don't know nearly all of the controls in a Tesla you can do from the steering wheel.
Yeah.
It's got a 170 70 voice commands. You could just press.
I did try the voice commands to try and do the climate, but it didn't work. So clearly I didn't say the right thing. But
Damn it.
We got there in the end. It was set quite warm, but yeah, we got there in the end.
Dean, lovely to meet you. You've just had a test drive in a Tesla Model 3, that nice white one behind me. What did you think?
Very good, very powerful, but good. I like a braking.
Yeah.
I don't want to slow it down, yeah.
Oh, it's the regen?
Yeah, return, yeah.
Is that your first time driving a Tesla?
No, I'm my second time. I like it. I might go electric by end of the year.
Yeah, okay, cool. And do you actually own a McLaren as well, or just part of the...
No, it's just my code.
Yeah. Any surprises driving the Model 3?
One surprise is the indicators are all on the wheel.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And no going down or up, all on the wheel.
Oh, to get it into drive where you're doing it on the screen?
If you want to go in the gear, you have to go up and reverse.
Yeah.
All on the screen.
Yeah.
It's like a mobile phone.
Yeah. So it's something you could get used to, do you think?
Yeah.
What do you drive at the moment?
Fiat 500.
Okay. Is it electric or petrol?
No petrol, but I'm thinking to go electric.
Yeah. Well, thanks very much for talking to me today. Have a nice day. Nice to meet you, Marcia. Thanks for joining me. And you've just been in a test drive in a new Model Y. So, well, first things first, what do you drive at the moment?
I've got an MG ZS.
Okay, so you're coming from an electric car.
Yes.
Is that your first time driving a Tesla?
It is, yes, it is.
What were your thoughts?
Very impressive. Yeah, it's very nice. It was very smooth. It was very responsive. The braking was very good. Yeah, I liked it very much.
Yeah, so what sort of obvious differences jumping into this and compared to MG?
It's all on the screen.
Yeah.
MG does have buttons on the bottom for things like air conditioning and that sort of thing, whereas obviously everything's on the screen, so I sort of get used to that.
Yeah. Did you find your glasses case? That's the most important thing. Oh, okay, Andrew, thanks for joining me as well. So, I was just talking about the differences between your MG ZS and then jumping into a Tesla Model Y. So, and you both drove it, which is cool. So, what's your first impressions of the Model Y?
Fantastic. Yeah, you can definitely feel a difference. I mean, that's so much more responsive. But then I actually don't know what model that one is from the performance model or whatever.
There's the top spec. It's the all-wheel drive launch edition, and that also comes with an acceleration boost. So it's 4.1 seconds to 60, which is ludicrous.
It's ridiculous. I did possibly
0 to 40.
0 to 40 in about 1 second. No, you can feel it, and it's very premium feel inside, and it was really odd, just like with everything on the screen. That took some getting used to. It's like, just press it, because we've never been in a Tesla before, so pushing forward on the little screen a bit odd, but
different.
Would that worry you at all to go to a sort of more computerised system?
No, I don't think so. You get used to everything in time, and as long as you take your time and you learn it before you go out, that's the thing. Don't go out and try and do it on the way, But no, I think we'd be okay with that.
You would. I mean, I like the physical buttons. I mean, that's one of the things with some of the other model cars. People say it's like, everything's embedded in sub menus and this, that and the other. So it depends the rest of it, like doing the air conditioning and how easy it is to do temperature. Obviously, in that quick test drive, we've not seen any of that stuff. So. But what we do like on the ZS, on the MG, is you've still got some physical buttons, and it's really easy. You want to take temperature, just flick it up, and it's just there. So it's like anything.
Get used to it.
I loved all the cameras. So our MG's got like the 360 camera, and it's not great quality. That was really clear, and certainly like you put the indicator on, you can see what you're doing. And for us, we'd never driven a Tesla before. Obviously that was all new. It's like new toys, things, and it's like, so it was a bit.
Range is very important for us because we travel to Brighton a lot because our family are down there, and at the moment we have to stop and charge at Pease Pottage, which is very expensive. So we would that's why we're looking for the range now. So
realistic range of 250 to 300.
300,
These are quoting 380, and it's like, you're not going to get it.
No, you mean the long range, you'd definitely get 300 out.
Yeah, that's what we want.
If we can get 250 to 300 real miles, that's going to suit us perfectly.
Max, lovely to meet you. You've just test driven a Tesla Model Y. Is that your first experience of a Tesla?
No, I've driven the 3, the X, and the Cybertruck.
Wow, nice.
Yes.
Tell me more about the Cybertruck, first of all. What was your experience with that?
Yeah, I went to the US for a trade show, and there was a Cybertruck demo as well, so I got to test it. It was really good, really fun. A lot heavier, but really cool.
Four-wheel steering is cool, though, isn't it?
The steering's really cool. It does turn really tightly, very nice.
Excellent. And so your friend who's just let me know that he doesn't like Tesla at all, you've managed to get him in a Tesla.
Yes.
So how did that go?
Yeah, it's good. We're really into the Polestar materials. We do like those. So he compares the trim, the inside trimming a lot.
Anything that surprised you particularly?
I don't like the changing gears with a screen. I wish there was the stalk again, or just an actual physical button. That's the thing to figure out.
What do you drive at the moment?
So I drive a Tesla Model Y at the moment.
Right, okay. So now what do you think? You've driven a new Tesla Model Y.
I would say I've got one of the early ones, and I would say the new one is a lot more comfortable, especially going over bumps. The one thing I would say was a little pet hate of mine on the Model Y was definitely the turning circle when you're trying to park.
Yeah.
It's a lot tighter in this. It's a lot more. I took it to the Tesco's car park, and it just parked fine.
Because you've come from a Model Y, you're the ideal person to speak to, because I can't remember the last time I actually drove a Model Y. So to get into that, for me, was just a totally new experience. But for you can spot the little differences here, can't you?
It's definitely more smoother as well. Definitely. Going over the bumps is just a bit more comfortable. Another thing I've noticed, I like to have my steering, you've got the settings, I like to have mine on heavy, but I've noticed it's heavy all the time on my previous model, and on this one, when I was driving it, although it's on heavy, it kind of like adapts, so if you're like, when I was coming up a sharp turn, it kind of got lighter.
Right,
so,
okay. So it's more adaptive, you think?
Yeah, I think so. I think it adapts rather than the old one doesn't. It's just stuck on that.
Did you think they might have taken away the stalk and not returned it for the new?
I'll be honest. I've test driven the new Model 3, and I actually like the buttons on the steering wheel.
Yeah, me
for
too.
the indicator. I do.
Yeah.
And I drove it around Milton Keynes, which is probably the worst place to drive it around because of all the roundabouts, but it was perfectly fine. I'm not sure they've taken away obviously the gear selector, so that's new to me.
Yeah.
But again, I did try and park it in the car park, and it kind of like just knew what it was doing.
Yeah. When I took it out for a few days, I ended up just using the auto select.
Yeah.
So I didn't actually use the screen.
Oh wow.
Because when I was pulling out my driveway, you could see there was a wall behind me.
Yeah.
So it just, you put your foot on your brake and it just knows to put it in drive. The goal is to take these things away, isn't it? Just make it even easier to get in and just drive away. But any other sort of takeaways from your test drive experience?
The interior felt a bit better put together as well. Like the old one's still fine, but it just felt a little bit more premium. Yeah. If you know what I mean.
Well, Tesla claimed that they've got new models coming out this year that are going to be more affordable. Mm-hmm. The big question is, what are they? Are they stripped back versions of that Model Y you've just driven, or are they totally new vehicles?
I don't know.
What are your thoughts?
I think there'll probably be a new compact vehicle, maybe a hatchback of some sort. And I think it's really good, because if they can get something, like for example, I've got an EV, but we've still got another car that's an ICE car. We would love to get rid of it, but as a second car, to go out and buy a new one, it's quite expensive to have two cars at that price range. So I'd love if they brought out a smaller compact one, because we'd definitely get rid of the second car then.
Yeah. I think it's what we've all been waiting for.
Definitely.
For Chinese market, European market, it would just be perfect, wouldn't it?
Yeah, definitely.
So let's hope that's on its way.
Yeah,
all right.
definitely.
Well, thanks very much for talking to me today.
Thanks a lot.
Yeah,
Thank
cheers.
you, Will.
Have you test driven or even bought a new Model Y? Want to share your first test drive experience? Get involved in the comments below. Here's a video I've lined up just for you. I'm Will, this is the Tesla Jigsaw. Thank you Patrons and thank you for watching. Bye for now.